What's going on, everybody? First of all, before we go into this big update, I want to thank everybody for all the kind words, and I want to send my love out to you when it comes to this whole situation. Obviously, it's been a few days, but it's still fresh right now, and I've been doing a lot of thinking about what Akira Toriyama has meant to my career and to my life. It's a lot more than just the Geekdom 101 channel. Obviously, if it wasn't for this man, I would, I would not be here. You guys wouldn't be here and know who I was either. And when you really think about it, how many things in our lives, both yours and mine, have been touched by Toriyama. It's not just Dragon Ball. It's not just Dr. Slump and Dragon Quest and Blue Dragon and all that stuff. A lot of dragons. Chrono Trigger. It's also, stuff like Mario and Sonic. Two great video game franchises. Final Fantasy. Other things that were inspired by Toriyama. Maybe not made by him, but inspired by him. So I want to talk about a few things on this video. First of all, we're going to go into Toriyama's final comments. Chronicles is revealing it. I'm not entirely sure what the source is yet. I'm going to read it here. It's from a pamphlet it's from an award pamphlet that's coming out now. I don't have the pamphlet in my hands. I do trust him with this because I don't think he would post anything that's not true when it came to this, because it's very serious. We're going to go through Toriyama's final comments before he passed away that we know of. There may be new ones revealed by the family soon. We don't know. Again, there's a lot of this. A lot of Toriyama's life was very, very, very private. And so because of that, we don't know what else might come out. Like, there's a lot of unanswered questions now, but I'm going to tell you guys on this video what his involvement on Daima was, like how he got involved. There's a lot of comments because apparently he was supposed to win an award this week. So there's a lot to talk about on this video. Plus, I'm going to, at the end of the video, before I close out, I'm going to show you guys a preview of chapter 103 of the manga. The drafts are going to be coming out tomorrow. And we got to talk about that because, like I mentioned in my video a couple days ago, Dragon Ball Daima is still happening. Dragon Ball Super, as of right now, is still going on. Now, whether the series, they end up ending it at some point soon, or whether they're going to keep going in his memory, because you never know. Apparently Toriyama knew that he might not have been long for this world, and he talks about that here on this update. So we're going to go ahead and go through that on this video. Again, I want to thank you for joining me because this is still very fresh in my mind. Okay, so let's get to it. Okay, I'm sorry if I'm rambling. Please forgive me if I'm rambling. Please forgive me. Please, because this is not like a regular time for me, all right? It's not like it was, before. Akira Toriyama's final comments from December 2023. Akira Toriyama was announced to have won the Lifetime Achievement Award at the Tokyo Anime Award Festival 2024 on December 14, 2023. So this already, he was already scheduled to win, but it says here he was supposed to receive the award on stage during the festival from March 8th to the 11th. That's actually right now because today is March 11th, 2024. In Japan, they're ahead of us, but still. However, we do have his comments on winning the award revealed in the pamphlet of the award for the show. Following is the translation. So let's go ahead and get to it here. This is from Toriyama. His words. To be honest, I have never had much interest in anime, and even when my work was made to animated format, I feel embarrassed to admit that I did not watch much of it. Apologies to the staff. I have been saying that for years. I might do a whole video about this later on, but this is true. Toriyama did not watch the anime, and that's why there were so many things in the Dragon Ball anime that was filler that later on Toriyama put into the manga and it didn't correlate. This is why. A lot of what Toei came up with is not stuff that he came up with, you understand? And that's why you have like weird contradictions and plot holes and stuff. Not every plot hole is just Toriyama forgetting something like everybody thought. Sometimes it was the anime staff trying to fill in the holes when Toriyama would fill it in later. There's a lot of behind the scenes Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z information people don't know when it comes to stuff like this. And I've talked about it in other videos, and I'm glad that this is now coming from his mouth, because I suspected this for quite some time. Moving on, he says, about 10 years ago, out of the blue, I was asked to revise the script for the Dragon Ball animated film. That's Battle of Gods, by the way, y'all. And I drew some simple designs for the characters and backgrounds. I thought I can leave difficult parts for the staff. Laughs. Thus, it is truly embarrassing that I'm the recipient of the Tokyo Anime Awards Festival's Lifetime Achievement Award. Thank you very much. One of my most unforgettable memories in animation works is when I met the late animator Toyo Ashida for the anime project called Kosuke-sama Rikimaru-sama, which was produced for the Shonen Jump original. This project did not have a manga, so a meeting was held. He was an amiable person, I guess he means amicable person, and we quickly bonded. And every time I saw his drawing style, I was moved by his careful, swift touch. I think he means amicable, but if it is amiable, I'm not even sure what that word means. I thought, all right, I guess this kind of touch I need to speed up the drawing process and make Dragon Ball look much smoother. The drawing time was reduced to about 2/3 of what it used to be. We influenced each other in many ways, and I think it was a truly fulfilling time. I pray for the repose of Ashida-san's soul. That's powerful, yo. That is powerful right there, what he just said. Dragon Ball Daima. This is the Daima stuff, which will be rolled out in 2024, was originally planned to be an original anime series without me. But as I gave advice here and there, I ended up getting deeply involved with the project without realizing it. That's cool. That's cool. I never knew that Daima was supposed to happen without him. I knew Daima was something that, like, the anime, Toei was pushing for a new anime. Obviously, we know that. We were pushing for more Super. Instead, they went with Daima for the anniversary project. But I always thought Toriyama, because they always love to involve him because his name is so respected over there. And I've talked about this before in previous videos, and you know how much Toriyama's name. And now you guys, now that he's passed away, you see it. I know you guys have seen the articles. In Buenos Aires, Argentina, there were people down there holding their hands up like the end of Dragon Ball Z to give Goku the energy for the Genki Dama, the spirit bomb, right? They were doing that down there. Like, there's a lot of tributes, yo. Xenoverse 2 fans did it, like people all over the world. This man was really, really well known and well respected. Even, I always said he was well known and respected, but he's even more so respected than even I thought. It goes beyond what I thought. So it says here, I was not only involved in the overall storyline, but also in the worldview, character design, merch, or it says mechas, but mechas. Okay, it's not merch, it's mechas. Okay, I guess robots and other aspects. I hope you will enjoy watching the series, which I believe is not only intense and action-packed, but full of plenty of substance. Bro, Daima's gonna hit different now, yo. Daima's gonna hit different now, folks. Finally, I would like to thank everyone who has supported me so far. I am not sure how much more I can do, as I am not very confident about my health, probably due to my lifestyle when I was younger, but I will try my best to create more interesting pieces of work, so please continue to support me. Let me elaborate on that. First of all, it seems here like he knew he wasn't long for this world. It seems like he knew that he was going to pass away, or he could pass away. There have been rumors, and I don't want to address rumors on these videos, but there was talk from Takao Koyama that he thought, and he had heard that Toriyama was sick for a while. So people who knew him closely, or people in Japan, knew that he was sick. Obviously, that information did not get out to the public, or even to scoopers and leakers. Like, nobody knew. I didn't know. I don't know if I doubt any of y'all knew. But it's like he knew he was sick, right? So it sounds like, you know, and when he says his lifestyle when he was younger, he's talking about two things. Number one, Toriyama smoked a lot. He was an avid smoker. I mean, a lot of Japanese men smoke, but I mean, he smoked a lot. That's number one. There's even pictures of him drawing himself smoking. That's how it is in Japan, man. They smoke over there a lot. And number two, manga people. I think DB Cringer posted that guys who write manga, mangaka, end up having shorter lifespans, and this is scary because of the stress of putting together a weekly manga. So people like Eiichiro Oda and other people doing manga weekly really have to check on their health, man, and because it's stressful. Think about it. You're making a new chapter of a comic every week, yo. Toriyama did this for almost 20 years straight and took one vacation. Between Dr. Slump and between Dragon Ball, he took a vacation. So there you go. It's a tough life. Now moving on, that Dragon Ball. The next thing I'm going to talk about is that Dragon Ball Super draft thing. So we're going to go into that here in just a moment. But it seems like he knew. It seems like he knew that maybe he was going to die, or at least he knew that it's possible he could. Now, how much he knew, I don't know. Obviously, I can't read the man's head, but just the fact that he says, I don't know how much more I can do, it's very ominous. It's a very ominous thing to say. You understand what I'm saying? So, rest in peace and thank you, Toriyama. There will be more tributes coming, including on this channel. It's just something I'm thinking about how I'm going to do it and what we're going to do. So, please be patient with that. So, Dragon Ball Super Chapter 103's drafts are coming out tomorrow night. Remember, tomorrow night, the 12th. So make sure you're here for that. If we head on over here, this is the first page of the drafts that was revealed this morning. And it's Goku versus Gohan. Obviously, we do that. UI Goku versus Beast Gohan, Gohan Beast. And this will be... Now, the chapter's already done. Even though we're getting the drafts now, the chapter's already done. I'm going to go into more detail on this tomorrow. I don't want to talk about it on this video because this video is mostly about Toriyama. But a lot of you guys don't know how Dragon Ball Super is made. But the entire chapters, like, for example, April's chapter will be done in March. Like, he's always ahead of the curve, even though it comes out on the 19th, 20th, 21st. Those days. Toyotaro's always ahead. The drafts come out early because he sends that to them way early. But by the time the drafts come out, well, you know what? Like I said, I'll get into it tomorrow in more detail. So look forward to that video, and we'll be discussing the draft pages for Dragon Ball Super Chapter 103. So that'll do it for this video. Again, thank you guys. I send my love out to you. A lot of you guys have hit me up with your memories and your thoughts. You've been replying all over socials, and I have been reading. So, and I appreciate that. And, he touched our lives. He wasn't a perfect man. I'm not going to sit here and say that he didn't make his mistakes. Obviously, people have pointed that out in the past week in somewhat, in some ways, bad ways. It's not a good idea to do that when somebody passes. I don't like doing that, but, the dude was not perfect, but, he created a lot of stuff that we grew up with, and he was talented, and he was an important figure in entertainment. So take care, y'all, and I mean that. Take care of yourself, your families, your friends, each other. I'll see you soon.